Happy Tuesday, April 28th, 2025, everybody. And I was not supposed to be making this video today, but I have to because there is an emergency situation going on in terms of severe weather that could explain the behind the scenes about what the amounts that could be later this week if I can post this out. But as of now, are talking about the emergency of weather as we have just got ourselves a moderate risk and potentially, as you are watching this video, potentially a fourth high risk of severe weather of the year. That's right, guys. It will probably be one of the most intense severe weather of the year, fourth time this year. And this moderate risk does include western Wisconsin, southeastern Minnesota, and northern Iowa. So this little chunk of free state of moderate risk for severe weather here, and it's all driven by tornadoes. We have a 15% risk for a EF2 or greater and the 25 miles of any given point. So you can see on bottom here that does include Minneapolis, St. Paul, Madison, Delmarva, and Buckford. So that will be one of the big things that we have to watch for. And down southwest of here, we have to watch for a slight and moderate risk for Paso, Oklahoma, and Texas too. So that will be one of the biggest storms of the year. Wind front, not as much, but we got a higher wind front, especially for Philadelphia. And hail, it is this time of year again because the freezing level is very low. So we got hail from Texas all the way up to the western Great Lakes. So that will be a big probability. So what will be put into all the factors from this? And the answer is the dew points. Let me start by taking a look at the dew points. This is at 9 a.m. today, and this is not what it's going to be like, but this is just a marble or the simulation of the dew points, which is basically just water on the surface. So we are just measuring how much water is at the surface. And don't forget, the more water there is, the more compensation for a heavy storm there will be. So you can see we are up in the 60, which is unusual. But look at this. As we go through 3, 4, 5 p.m., what is that? So we got this big positive toward the trough coming down. We got this low pressure system developing right over there. And then as a result of that, look at this. It is sucking in all the dew points up all the way into Canada, basically. Like 70-degree dew points in this area for the area that's supposed to get snow for this time of year. What is that? 70-degree dew point for area that's supposed to get snow for this time of year? Guys, that's insane. That is truly insane. The region of the U.S. that is supposed to be getting that is the several into the Gulf of Mexico, into Florida. But this is truly unbelievable. Anything is possible, even the impossible, by Mary Poppins, and this is definitely one of them. And this will definitely lead to some temperature being higher than that. This is at 9 a.m. This is at 3, 4, 5 p.m. Look at the temperature around this area. 70s, 80s, maybe even 90 for Nebraska here. And this is characterized by a spectacular heat wave, low pressure system, low front, cool front across the wide range of this area over there in the moderate risk. So that's going to be another big problem as we got warm air second into this warm front. So that's definitely not going to be good. So when we put all of this together, So when we put all this together, this is the H-triple-R, and it's actually showing something very shocking. Look at this. 10 a.m., 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 p.m. today, and you can see we got this couple storm here there, but not as big. But look at this. We got this line of storm to severe storm developing right after 8, 9, 10, 11 p.m. And check this out. That area could be related to very isolated chunk of storm, which is what we call in supercells. In this, along with the 10 spear, could be the indicator for a rotating updraft, especially across the southern point of the storm. And look at this. This is incredible. So even though that the only thing that could limit that could be the cap for this area, as we got this one layer rising above the one layer, which doesn't usually develop storms, but if we can get this cap to break through, especially because 7, 8 p.m., this could be bad. So once the weather gets cool, so that's going to be one of the big probability for some big storms across this area. So it doesn't stop there. We got this day 3 risk for some severe weather here. Day 2 slight risk, which is widespread from Texas all the way up to even Canada here. Total Canada will be getting into some of this as well. But the intense risk for Ohio, New York, and Pennsylvania here will be the main indicator for tomorrow's severe storm, as this low pressure system will be moving up into Canada, bringing in some more moist air ahead of the cold front here. So let me check the dew points for this area, which will be our area for Tuesday, for tomorrow here. So here's our dew points. So this is at 9 p.m. tonight. This is going to be at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Our dew points will be rising behind the warm front here. And then we got dew points rising all the way up to the 60s here. So let me scroll down furthermore to see down there. And you can see we got 68 degree dew point in Missouri all the way up to, and we know in Missouri here. And then we got 63 in Ohio, 64 in Indiana here. And this model couldn't go that far. So let me check if this temperature, and sure enough, we could get a big deterioration here. But I actually did find a limiting factor to this. And that is that we believe this off-road and debris from, I believe, tomorrow's storm might indicate that this may not be significant warmer than previously suspected. However, with night factors, night got said that this storm could be increasing. Now, we don't know what it's going to be like yet till more models and guidance comes in tomorrow for Tuesday, but you can see we got the storm developing. And this could develop early enough for some storms to stabilize the atmosphere and making us like a little shield for it. So that's definitely some good news here. But if this model changes here, let's say there tonight into tomorrow here, we got all day tomorrow for this to finally get panned out. This is not what it's going to be like. So I want you guys to be ready for, especially this little supercell. It's made we move for Ohio, so be ready for this and don't be scared, be prepared. Make sure you get your watch warnings and advisories in and stuff like that. So again, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys, oh yes, I have to show you guys one more thing, and that's this here, this probability. And look at this. We could get one of these 3 wind, hail, or tornado risks. We will find out more tomorrow with this hash risk. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Subscribe, like, comment, and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Whoop.